Horns up and welcome to Headbanger Eats. My name is Sahil. Some of you might know me from my keto cooking channel called Headbanger's Kitchen. Others might know me because of my music. I'm a death metal musician and I've been one for 20 years. So Headbanger Eats is my non-keto food channel where I do food challenges, I do recipe videos and anything else related to food that's not the keto diet. So if you like that kind of stuff, do consider subscribing to the channel and hit the bell icon so you get notifications when I upload a new video. So it's been a while since I've uploaded any new videos to this channel, and that's because I've kind of been busy. As I mentioned, I'm a musician and I've been working on a brand new 4-song EP. I played all the instruments and it's coming out on the 11th of December this year. It's called And This Too Shall Pass. And you know what, the first song is already out, so if you like that kind of stuff, click here on the I button and check out the first song from my new EP. But if that's not your cup of tea, no problem, let's get on to today's video. So as some of you might know, I do like to experiment with different diets and different ways of eating, and I'm currently on a diet where my goal is to build muscle and burn body fat. And I've been doing meal preps and exercising quite regularly, and I've been posting about it on my stories on Instagram, and I got more than a few requests from people to make a video about my new diet and exercise plan. So here I am today to share that with you. Now, before I tell you more about it, I need you to know that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a personal trainer, I am none of those things. I'm just a death metal musician who likes to cook and try new things in life. So just keep that in mind, and don't do as I do, don't do as I say. No, wait, I don't know what the line is, but basically, if you have any conditions of any kind, please consult a professional before trying any diet. Now, there is a bit of a backstory to this diet and exercise plan that I have. And let me just say that when the pandemic started, I could not stick to any diet at all. In fact, I was ordering more food from restaurants than I ever had in my life. I was trying new dishes at home, like cooking a storm every weekend with my wife. She was making sourdough bread, we were trying different cuisines, and we were having a really good time. And luckily for me, I didn't really gain any weight, but I wasn't losing any weight either. And as you can see, I'm not a jacked or ripped bodybuilder kind of person. I'm a normal guy. I've got probably like 30% body fat. So I've always struggled with weight and I've always wanted to lose weight. And obviously through this pandemic and watching a lot of videos on YouTube, also seeing my father, who through portion control was able to lose about 5 kilos eating the same food that I was. All this stuff kind of motivated me to do something different. And just to give you an idea, I was fluctuating between 73.5 and 74.5 kilos during the first 6 months of the lockdown. And then I started to pay a little more attention to my diet and exercise, and I was able to come down about 1 kilo. And about 3 weeks ago, I sort of decided to put a new exercise routine in place as well as a new diet. So let me talk about the exercise routine first. So I've been exercising on and off for the last 2 years, to be honest, but I've never really had a plan in place. And what I did 3 weeks ago was get a proper plan in place. So I use all these dumbbell exercises that I learned from another YouTuber called The Barbarian Body, and I created a workout for myself 3 times a week doing dumbbell exercises. But there were 2 things that I kept in mind this time as compared to previous times. One thing I focus on now is progressive overload, which is basically upping the intensity of each workout every week. So unfortunately, since I work out at home with dumbbells here, I don't have the luxury of increasing the weight every week. So what I do is I try and increase the reps each week, and I try and make the workout more intense so that I'm building strength and I'm pushing myself to a point where I'm getting better each week. And the other thing I'm focusing on is time under tension, which means basically you don't do your dumbbell curls like this at light speed, but you do it slowly and focused, and you actually feel the burn. And things like this I didn't pay attention to much earlier, so I'm hoping now by focusing on this I will see some results. And the other thing I started doing is I started walking every day. So it's been 19 days now. The first week I made sure I walked 4 kilometers every day, 7 days a week, no holidays. The next week I upped it to 5 kilometers, and this week it's been 6 kilometers. So again, the whole idea is to work out regularly and to keep increasing the intensity. And the final thing that I kept in mind is my diet, because let's face it, every fitness YouTuber will tell you this: you cannot outrun a bad diet. So what is my diet? So my diet is basically a calorie restriction diet. I'm basically eating in a calorie deficit, and I did focus on a few things. One of them was keeping my protein levels up, because that is the most important macronutrient of the lot. That's what's going to help me build muscle. And the thing with a high protein diet is you automatically tend to eat fewer carbs, and of course you want to keep the fat low as well, because at the end of the day you want protein, and when you have so much protein, the other two macronutrients tend to sort of drop any which way. The other thing I started doing was I started meal prepping. So every Sunday I spend in the kitchen cooking my lunch and dinner for the entire week. And over the last 3 weeks, I do switch things up a little bit, because I'm constantly trying to find the right sort of ratio of everything. But what I've been eating this week is a good sort of benchmark. And let me tell you now what's on the menu. So breakfast. Now I am normally intermittent fasting. I do not eat breakfast on most days. But if I am feeling hungry, especially on the days that I'm not doing my weight training, because I do my weight training in the morning, so that automatically sort of keeps me busy and I don't end up eating breakfast. But on the days that I'm not doing weights, if I am hungry, I will eat some watermelon. And watermelon is an awesome, it's a food that's like really high in volume, so I can eat like 250 grams of watermelon, and that's just 75 calories. So watermelon is great. Now for lunch, I always have some version of chicken rice, which is basically boiled or pan roasted chicken with some vegetables and some white rice and some chicken stock. So this week I've got 150 grams of chicken breast that has been cooked on a pan with some pan spray, salt and pepper. I've got boiled white rice, about 75 grams. I've got 50 grams of mushroom, which has been boiled in chicken stock. I've got 50 grams of pak choy that's been boiled in chicken stock as well. And I've got 100 grams of chicken stock. So this is my version of a chicken rice meal. And what I did was I made the stock separately, so I get all those good nutrients from the bones. So you get collagen and all the good stuff you get from bone broth. And what I do is I don't fully cook the chicken. I cook it like 60% of the way. So when I'm eating my lunch, I'll chop up that chicken into cubes. I'll put the stock after weighing it out. So I'll measure out 100 ml or 100 grams of stock. I'll put it in my pan. I'll add a swig of soya sauce for flavor. And then I'll throw that chicken in and let it finish cooking in that stock. And then I'll dump in the vegetables and the rice, give it a good mix and make like a pot rice. And one thing I like to add at the end is about 3 drops of sesame oil, just to give it like an incredible flavor. And this has been my go-to meal for the last 3 weeks. It's perfect, it's low in fat, it's a good amount of protein, there's vegetables and there's carbs for energy. So that has been my lunch for the last 3 weeks. Now I like an evening snack, and the good part about my snack is sometimes, like I said, when I want to eat breakfast, I can even eat the snack and skip the snack in the evening. So I like to have a chicken sandwich. Very simple. White bread, 10 grams of butter and boiled chicken with salt and pepper. That is like something I can eat anytime. And one of the things I do very, very carefully is I always measure out things like butter and mayonnaise, because they are very high in fat. And trust me, once you know what 10 grams of butter looks like and you start to process this information, your eyes really open up to how high in calories certain foods can be. So anyway, chicken sandwich as a snack, and for dinner I like to have chicken, broccoli and some carrots, basically chicken and vegetables, and maybe 2 slices of white bread. Again, this bread is a really small bread, so it's like what, 42 grams for 2 slices, so it's a really small slice of bread. And once again, the broccoli and the carrot is just boiled in chicken stock. The chicken is just marinated in some spices and grilled on a pan, so it's again low fat and it's still got a lot of flavor. And the thing is that when you boil all the vegetables in the chicken stock, any nutrients that are let out are in that stock, which I'm having for lunch. So that's pretty much what I've been eating on a daily basis. One other thing that I like to do is I like to have a piece of chocolate after lunch and after dinner. Now I have a chocolate that's about 25 calories per 5 grams, and I eat 5 grams after lunch and 5 grams after dinner, so that's about 10 grams of chocolate in a day. And I have a sugar-free mint, which just helps me round off my meal and kill any cravings that I have. But honestly, I don't feel hungry on this plan at all, and I don't even feel like I'm depriving myself of any food. So what I do on Saturday and Sunday is simply portion control. So in fact, today is Saturday, I'm going to be having a beef burger, and a beef burger is about 700 calories. Potato wedges that come with it are going to be another 600 calories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have half of that for lunch and half for dinner, and that's all I'm going to eat in the day. So that way I'm allowed to be flexible on the weekends. If I want to have a slice of pizza also on the weekday, I can adjust it. So my whole purpose behind what I'm doing right now is to have something that's flexible, something I can maintain, and something that will hopefully give me results. Now the third point, whether it will give me results or not, only time will tell. But anyway, that's what I've been eating. That's a day of eating for me, trying to build muscle and burn fat. Whether it works or not, only time will tell. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more such videos, do hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and leave me a comment below and let me know. Anyway, till the next episode, cheers and keep eating.